Send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
51, jump!
Straight ahead, Etienne. And some space here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, catch him!
Here's a give to Etienne. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Hey, catch him!
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's taken in at the 9. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Running right, here's Dillon. And he'll get this one out to about his 14. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes with the running game, but that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there. Just kind of hoping something good can happen. A completion, a pass interference. but this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, right back to ETN. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
21! 54, 10! 20!
On second down, a run with ETN. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
ETN once more. Down to about the 22 here. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Tuesday. Hey, 59, ready?
Ryan. In the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyquan Thornton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point try now for Vedvik. And the lead is up to 15 now. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now Wentz. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We're all still valiantly searching in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Decided to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you. You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz out quickly to Judy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. The slot man in motion right. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
On play action, Wentz. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Wentz now to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Takes it to about the 37.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Play action. It's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
William Jackson with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Escaping the pressure right.
Making the catch, the running back, Raheem Mostert.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Working from the gun, Wentz.
That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mostert fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Dillon is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Ryan. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And now he has his first in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another tote for Etienne. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now it's Ryan. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The Jaguars take over a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
George Karlaftis in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. They said beginning of the season they